Welcome back, welcome back. Today, I would like to put everyone on blast, including myself. But it's not really putting people on blast. We call it that because it's really truths are said, and we find out the truth about ourselves and the way the world really works. And our little kid dreams and hopes get smashed, and then we get mad and upset and say it's not fair, men and women. Now I'm gonna bring the old G back and let him talk about men and prove that he was doing this for 7 years and he only spent 6 to 8 months talking about women, and he went from a regular YouTube guy getting thousands and hundreds of thousands of views, and then he talked about women for a couple months and blew up to 1 million.
All right. Hello.
What's going on?
How are you? How old are you?
Hear me? I'm 28.
All right. What's the disagreement?
I don't feel, even if black men reach the certain level that that we should aspire to reach, I don't think the black women will follow us. I feel like 80% of them will still shit on us and leave us
Well,
hanging.
why? First of all, you said I feel twice. See any issue with that?
No.
That's a problem. As a man, you shouldn't worry about how you feel. It's about what we think and what we do. It's one of the things we talk about women all the time. They always say, I feel, I feel, I feel.
Isn't that what Kevin always says? And don't I keep telling you to think, right? But how do I say I connect with the Lord? How does all the God stuff work? I'm still here, right? I feel, and then I put it to the law. So listen to Kev and leave your feelings out. Leave the Lord behind.
So what makes black women biologically different than any other group of women?
Biologically,
Yes.
Nothing.
there's no difference.
Then
Just
why,
Not
would
from
they
a
not respond,
biological perspective.
then why would they not respond to the
Just
same
skin,
evolutionary biology type things?
hair, simple things.
From what I've seen from anecdotal experience, uh, it's like it's a temporary it's a temporary
What part of the country do
reaction.
you live in?
I'm in Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Shit. It's rough.
Yes, sir.
It's gotta
why
be
does
rough
the
for a
divorce
young
rate
man to
drop dramatically?
Now, remember when I played the clip of the young man saying, he's a young man and he knows these things. As a black man, how can another black man start off with dissing you about your income? How can black women start off dissing you about your income when we've been cheated? Period. We've been held back. Um, Kevin is not necessarily trying to diss this man or men like me that are in this predicament. He's just telling the sad, hard reality and facts of it. And this is where everyone gets mad. I, on the other hand, just learned my place.
For black couples as well, over an income of $250,000.
I didn't know that.
Maybe because you're not part of that group.
So it takes basically 100 to $250,000 to take care of you and other people. See, this is what the numbers and math is for. See, men like to do things so we can figure out what we want to do, and when we figure out when we put everything in the box, now we can get things moving. Now, this skips all of everyone's feelings. See, I'm Master Windu. Yin and Yang. Use your feelings and your thoughts. You use your thoughts to control your feelings. You use your logic to control your emotions. And you use your emotions to use your intuition. Now, since the days of the old, this is where the money's based off of. You know, facing my father's world and man strength and the wilderness. See, when man decided to live in my father's world, you were somebody. You being average wasn't average. Working hard and having a job and building your house and all that wasn't easy to do. Every man couldn't do it. Now, that's a high value man though. Back then. Get it? Now, we are those regular men in the future doing those same regular jobs, but, you know, they don't pay you. So, you can't have a family. Period. That's where education in school, and they say, educate yourself, go to school, go get in debt to make money. I ain't going there, I ain't touching that subject. Anyway, so that's a fact. In the old world, in my father's world, you had to be smart, strong, know how to do things, fight off the wilderness, be ready to die for your woman and your children. In the new world, it's the same thing, except we're not in the wilderness, and any man can't just learn everything he can and create his own reality anymore. That's not happening. You can't do that anymore. You need a contract to build. It doesn't matter how smart you are or what you can do. If you don't go by these laws, your ass ain't building nothing, and you can't make a come up to make women want to be with you. So, you have to join the rat race. Now we're all in the rat race new reality of man's reality, and you have to get this money. So women are going to naturally, you know, just like back in the day in my father's world, if you were a bum and you couldn't do things, they didn't be with you because they would die to the wilderness in your laziness. Get it? Now, it's the same thing now, except you don't have to learn all those things. You don't have to make fire. You don't have to go get ice and break the walls and all of you. We have machines for that. So now all the things that was in a woman, they want more now. By default. The only way to get it is for you to get more money and stuff. Get it? So, now I'm going to put the other truth and reality of how people are fucked and you're always going to be fucked because it always was this way, even in my father's world. There's not enough jobs for everybody. That's one. There's not enough jobs. So every man can't even be regular. Period. Two, when you go up in pay, that's less jobs. So there are more men that every man wants to be there, but even if every man applies, you can't get in because someone next to you is smarter than you. Now the guy next to you smarter than you may have not went to college, so he doesn't have the buddy in the cool we're in the in crowd college boy thing, and now he's getting in before both of you anyway. So you know that means 1% of us, because you know mostly 1% of people even go to college. That means they're the ones that get to make money. AKA, they are the only people that are going to get married and have monies to successfully actually do this. This is not talking about morally and being a good man and all this. No. The only way to be able to take care of your family, you have to make at least, the less is $100,000. Now, when you're a regular man making $20,000 or $50,000, that's a hard thing to figure out how you're going to do that. Now, that means just like in the old days, like everyone couldn't be married because you period. Um, that means all of us regular guys need to get the delusion of getting married to any woman you fucking see. No matter how long you stay with her, no matter how much she loves you, when the bills hit, when your kid's fucking begging for food and you don't have it, or when they're crying, oh, I need a new PlayStation, I need the Jordans, and your wife feel embarrassed, and Suave Long Schnozzle comes along, well, there's her out to get out of this life with you and be with this guy. Hopefully, if he takes her. You see, that's the hypergamy thing they're talking about. Because it's real. At any man, at any time, one of these men that are up there can come down here, see what's yours, and be like, hey, you want to stay with him? Or you want to come up here and make your kid's life better? They don't even have to say, oh, I love you better, and I'll this and this. Nah, do you want to stay there with him and suffer, or do you want to come up here with me and lax? That's all he's got to say to her. And then her primordial lizard brain's gonna be like, yeah, that does make sense. There's nothing, he's not getting out this bracket. And I watch TV that tells me I deserve more and should have everything. So, you get it? You're getting left regardless.
See, if you're going to say something like that, I'm going to challenge it. Because basically what you're putting out here is you don't feel black women are going to, okay, I'll go with that. But why? Based upon what?
It's what I've seen my entire life.
You're
Black women have been my enemy my entire life.
They've been your what?
My enemy.
What do you mean your enemy?
Whether it's me, whether it's people that I know or people that...
He's a realist. This is how I got the white guy to stop being racist. I said, you don't like black people, but everything you can ever think of that ever bad that you really loved or you got embarrassed by or beat up, who was it? Was it one of mine or was it one of yours? And he said, it was one of mine. So all your most embarrassing moments and shit are from your own people. See, when black men like me say this, like, our women are our worst enemies, it's because we watch them destroy our brothers and fucking fathers and other men. We befriend them, we talk to them, and they tell us, I'm gonna destroy him. We sit at the conversations at the McDonald's and we eat our food and we listen to them talk about plotting on you and shit and destroying you. That's what we mean. We don't mean every black woman's our enemy. Majority of black women are plotting on black men. The broke guy, the regular McDonald's and $50,000 man. They don't want to be with you, but they will sleep with you and take your money from you and destroy you, waiting for the high value man because they want to be taken care of. And if you don't have the $100,000, you don't have enough money to have a kid and take care of it. So it's not like that's not what they're supposed to go after. They're supposed to want to have a kid in the family. Well, the only man that can pay for it is the man that has that. Get it? See how it's a trap?
I'm even related to.
Now,
if
80% of men are never gonna, because the jobs ain't there, make that money, that means 80% of men cannot be with women automatically by default. They're not gonna respect you. I wonder why a majority of broke people's relationships end up with arguments and fight over money.
Towards success that are being made, there's an active effort to get in the way of the progress of what it is that we're doing. Like, honestly, like...
What does that mean?
That ain't the women.
You come in and you being my enemy. You're going to have to be a specific.
Okay.
Let you go, man. I'm trying to...
He's talking about the saboteurs.
I recently
the fake rappers and the
dated
people
a woman
misleading
who,
us.
Was pursuing a dual doctorate degree in medicine and in chemistry.
I'm a
And
PhD.
throughout the entire
Pay
relationship,
attention.
throughout the entire relationship, the only time that we didn't have an argument or we didn't have any kind of ridiculous back and forth is when we were having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, once the orgasm was out the window.
How old are you?
28.
And how long did you
28.
have
What do I always say about the rich high value man's problem? They get money, they don't know how to treat women because they're never around them. They're getting that money. And then regular old me, we're around them. When they want to have fun and they have to wait for this high value man to make his money and then swoop them off their feet, we're around them. We're the ones listening to the rap and learning about them and let's go where you want to go, girl, and all this. So we learn how to beat their guts in real good because we get practice. And when it's time for the bills, though, you ain't got it. But you got so they keep you around long enough, and then when that doesn't mean nothing because she's 30 or 40 and hitting that wall, and she's like, I had my fun, that's when they don't need you no more. You've served your purpose, dog.
I've known her for 8 years, dated her for 1.
And you dated her to what end? What was the intended outcome? To what end? Yeah, dating has a purpose.
I was looking. I was
thought I was crazy.
You dated her with
sure.
Okay. And what do you
You're
do
dating
for
a
her?
fucking college woman driving
I'm
an Uber.
a musician and an Uber driver.
A Uber driver.
What?
I'm a musician and an Uber driver.
I
Are
know.
you serious? Are you
With
trolling
a
me?
college woman.
Ninja,
No,
what?
I'm not.
Nigga, what?
You date?
You
Your
should have
enemy
knew
is
that
your
wasn't gonna.
pocketbook.
That was just for this. You was there to
I
beat
know.
her guts while she was in
Don't come here and
college.
talk about black women as your man. See,
You didn't know your position. Period.
I mean, are you being serious, bro?
You mad because you didn't know your position. Because your
I
father
am,
didn't
but
teach
the
you.
finances is definitely something
No,
that I'm
no,
working
no.
on.
Or you didn't have
no,
one.
No.
Oh yeah,
A black
80%
woman
of
is
us
doing-
don't.
that You actually came
And
in
the
here
women
tell me
lie to
that
us.
You dated a black woman who's
So they
pursuing
can steal
two
our
blue
money
doctors,
until they
I'ma
find
feel shit.
Mr. Right.
and you a goddamn Uber driver and a musician. That's not a problem, except you frame black women as your enemy, and your enemy is your inability to be productive on a serious level.
That's not currently true for me.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
here's the thing. I talked about what makes black women different.
Now I want to do a whole lot on that video, but we're already running out of time, so I want to get to the meat of what I want to talk about. Do you see what he's saying? He's pointing it out like, listen, brother, I understand the game is rigged and it's not fair. But the only way to get what you want is for you to get up and get more money. You're an Uber driver dating a woman in college. That means she's gonna be making mad money. She's gonna be around better class of men, and she's gonna be able to just choose a better version of you. Period. She can go anywhere she wants, and there are men hitting on her that are not Uber drivers. They're average men, but have a better job than Uber, where she can be like, yeah, my man does this, and be proud of him. He's a manager of blah blah blah, fucking, and because women love power and stuff. Not all of them, but this is what it is. So every young man needs to understand, because he's 20, so I understand why he don't get it. When you're young, you have to understand you only have two choices in life. You're in the in crowd and they let you in and you get the good jobs. You luckily waste most of your money going to college and you're going to be in debt and you're never going to be around your wife and you never learned how to be with her anyway. So Ray and Johnny Boy's going to duke her down one day and you're going to get divorced. She's going to take half your money and we're going to spend it together. And she'll move on to the next better one after me. Then the reality of it is that leaves the black man because, our women don't marry us. I see a lot of other women. I've been around all the other nations. They're regular. They get married all the time to regular. They're regulars. We're the ones dealing with this shit the most. Now, if you want a wife and you don't have the education and they won't let you in, the only way to fucking beat this is, all right, you're an Uber driver. You have to go get another job and that's it. Forever. For a long time at least. That's it. In your 20s, oh yeah, my father said a man shouldn't be, Israelite black man shouldn't be married until he's 40. He shouldn't be worrying about that at all. He should just be focused on getting the bag, getting the bag, getting the bag. Why? Because if he wasn't watching sports, if he wasn't going to the bar, if he wasn't drinking and chilling with your friends and wasting money, about time you're 40 doing 2 Uber jobs, 2 McDonald's jobs, 2 whatever regular ass non-educational things you need, you'll be making a McDonald's job's making like fucking $30,000, $40,000 after, you know, a couple of years. Any other job goes up. So you will eventually get to 40 on one, 40 on another, 50 on one, 50 on another, 50 on both, whatever the case may be. The point is, you want to be a high value man, you could be a high value, I work for McDonald's and Burger King manager guy or something. I'm making the same money as Kev Samuel, except I'm not on TV acting a fool and all these, you know, you get it? You don't have to be a fucking Wall Street guy. What you have to do is never have a life. Ever. You're going to do this for years and years so you can save all that money up, because you know a house is like $200,000. So that means for years you're going to only save one of your jobs, checks and everything. You never spend that money to go buy and flash. No, you save all of that. Then you buy the house, and then you keep working years and years and years, and then you buy the car or whatever the fucking your dream is, and then you go look for your woman like, look, I work at McDonald's flipping burgers, and she laughs at you. And then you get in your brand new nice car, and she goes, wait up, that's your car? Like that video I was telling you about. And you go, yeah. You see what I'm saying? And then you take it to your house, and she's thinking you're going to go to an apartment or something. You pull up in a nice, decent, regular house, and she's like, wait up, you flip burgers? Yeah, I've been doing this 20 years, you know what I mean? I've been saving that bread. She's wondering why you got real gold chains on and shit, a real diamond ring. It ain't Superman ring, but you got your shit's real. It ain't the thickest, but your shit is real, your shit is raw, your shit is authentic, like Oz said it. Get it? But that means you're going to go make someone else trillions of dollars. You're going to break your back forever. You're never going to have a life. You need to be around women to know how to handle women. You need to experience them to, you know, get familiar with it. You can only learn so much online. You got to be getting the game to learn this. So that means you're not going to have time for that, which leaves you vulnerable for Mr. Long guy that knows what he's doing, never had a job, is making regular money. You see how it's all just a fucking... For regular men, it's a game and a trap. Because we're idiots and we don't stick together. Do you understand this? Get this to your head. This is the only thing that all this video means at the end of the day. There are more of us than there are of them. With our little bit of money, it's a lot of money. Women like money and power, and men that have things. You're going to kill yourself by working 2 to 3 jobs every day forever, and someone's going to steal your girl anyway, or you're going to learn to be with your brothers, and we're all going to put our money together, and we're going to live in nice big houses and do things really, really faster than doing it by yourself. With low education. We don't need to be smart. We don't need to go to college. We don't need none of that. You just need to learn how to work for the rest of your life. And trust the man next to you. That's the hard part. But that's what contracts are for. That's what, you know, things, that's how you work things out. But we don't know each other because they separate us. And then, you know, we distance from each other, living in their matrix. Going their own way and all this other stupid shit. When you're poor, you're done. Your existence is to live the life they already have for you, unless you change it. You can't change it by yourself. They won't let you in the club. Make your own club.